Hello again, everyone. I'm Richard Weil, and I am the principal and owner of National Restaurant Consultants. And we welcome you into, I believe it's our 144th edition of the NRC Helpful Moment. And as always, we welcome in Mr. Brian Devine from Cafe Fuel and Top Line Management. Hello, Brian. How are you doing?
I am terrific. How about yourself, Richard?
Well, I am great today. Today, we are running a day later because we are celebrating and knowing that today is Veterans Day. It is Veterans Day. The 100th anniversary of the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier is being celebrated in Arlington, Virginia today. It is a birthday of the Marine Corps today. Veterans Day is always the birthday of the Marine Corps. And so I would like to pay tribute to all of our veterans. And first, I'm going to start with this guy. This picture was taken in 1942. This is my father, who was then a Lieutenant JG in the United States Navy. And he basically ended up almost a 30-year career in the Navy and through the reserves, a good majority of it, obviously active duty during World War II. He ended up going all the way to commander in the Navy. So he went up quite a ways in the ranks. And my uncle was a lieutenant colonel, same rank as my father, but he was in the Air Force. But of course, then it wasn't called the Air Force. It was the Army Air Corps. But today we celebrate all of our veterans and all of our active military duty personnel throughout the world. And many restaurants have done a wonderful thing in paying tribute to our veterans. And we're a little late that we probably should have talked about this a week or two earlier, but I really enjoy looking at all the Facebook posts that the restaurant industry utilizes throughout the country, honoring and recognizing our veterans and those active military support personnel. We've had Jared Flowers, who's our vice president, National Restaurant Consultants, and I was really going to try and get him on today, but he's actually celebrating with the veterans group that he belongs to in the Phoenix area, and he wasn't able to join us today. But take a moment, think about what Veterans Day means to you. Certainly a little bit a part of Memorial Day, but Veterans Day, I think, holds a place in the special heart for those of us who had family members and who have served and who are currently serving. But this moves us into the next conversation, and that is, what are we doing for the holidays? You know, Thanksgiving's 2 weeks from today. Your Thanksgiving, I know, isn't that crazy? And Christmas is on the 25th again this year, Brian.
Oh, again, my goodness.
Yeah. But it happens to be a month to the day later than Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving's on the 25th of November. And of course, Christmas and New Year's are on the 25th of December and the 1st of January, respectively. If you haven't already thought about it, even as we've kind of put COVID in some markets, in some areas back on the forefront, you know, people still want to go out. Yeah. And if you're doing the right things with your staff and protecting your staff and making sure that we're doing all the right protocols that we did early on in 2020, washing the hands, putting the sanitizing stations out. You know, it's great to put out a promotion about Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's. But remind your guests that you're safe. Remind your guests that your staff is safe. We know that we have people that are going out again on some COVID protocols. I was exposed myself personally over the weekend, and I went out and got another COVID test yesterday just as a safe precaution. It's a personal choice as far as vaccination. I'm not here to sit there and get into that debate today. What I am saying is do the right things as you prepare for the holiday planning. Make sure that you're putting the right things out in front of your guests, that you're a safe, great place. You're still doing all the right things with hand washing, sanitizing, and keeping your staff and guests safe. I think that's the new message for 21 in the holiday period. Last year, we were pretty locked down. Restaurants really weren't able to do anything. Get back out there now. Put it on your Facebook. Put it on your Instagram. Take a video. And I'm going to turn that over to Brian right now. Do a video right now of what you're doing to celebrate the holidays and be safe. So, Brian, you got a couple of words of wisdom to add to that?
Yeah. First, thank you to all of the veterans out there that we're celebrating today. So I want to make sure we do recognize that before I start talking about marketing. But what's really something that I want to make sure that you're aware of is that there is a lot of noise right now because of the holidays, and Facebook will even tell you that you can expect ad costs to go up because there's more and more people that are vying for attention. So that means that it's more expensive to run ads during the holidays, but it's also a very effective time to run ads. So if your plan is to run any ads, especially on Facebook, start planning now and expect it to cost a little more or produce a little less, right? So those are your options, really. And if you are not planning to run any ads, but you're thinking, hey, I'm just going to put a lot of content on my social media, especially Facebook, then make sure that you understand that there is a lot of noise, and putting something out once is not going to be enough. You'll want to put that out maybe once or twice a day, several times a week, and as you're getting to an event. So if you do have an event, you promote it before the event, but then put it on your social media the day of, right before, like 3 or 4 times. And then if you have your list, email your list like crazy, making sure that they know about it. So do everything that you can to get in front of people right now. And if you are thinking that you don't want to put too much content out, first I can tell you that only about 1 to 5% of the people that have liked your page will see your content. So you don't really have to worry too much about it being overwhelming. But the other thing is that if you were to say, like, comment below and to try to get more people to interact with your Facebook posts, Facebook doesn't like that. And if you do that too much, they'll shut down your account. So I don't recommend that. What I do recommend is that you say, tell us about, right? So you can ask people to essentially comment below without ever saying comment below. And as long as you do it that way, it can be very effective in getting more eyeballs on the content that you put on your social media. So just stay away from the comment below or, telling them specifically what to do below, because Facebook doesn't like when you do that if you're not paying. So that's really what it comes down to. All right. So that's really what I want to cover today. Get your message out there, do it over and over again, and then be prepared. If it's probably going to cost a little bit more than usual if you're going to run ads, but just be prepared for that. And that's all I have for today, Richard.
Perfect. I just noticed it happens to be 11 a.m. on 11/11/21 right now. So that's good luck. I think we'll sign off. Yeah, it's good luck. I think that we'll sign off for now, and wishing you all good safety, good health, and good business. Appreciate everyone's comments on the NRC Helpful Moments all this time. This is our 144th edition. Bye for now, everyone.
Bye, everybody.